let's first talk about, great to see you girls, first of all, and let's talk about Peter Rabbit. I bought the books for my daughter even before she was born because everybody loves Peter Rabbit. Internationally, I mean, obviously, you're English, but from Australia as well, how much do people know about the literature of Beatrix Potter?
It's so universal. It doesn't matter what country you're in. I think people buy it for their children or their nephews or their nieces or cousins. And in fact, somebody just told us that 4 Peter Rabbit books are sold. 4 Beatrix Potter books are sold every minute
in the world.
But actually, my English godmother gave me my first Peter Rabbit book when I was christened.
Beautiful. And yours? What's your Peter Rabbit story?
Used to go to Beatrix Potter World every summer. We were very much, my mum used to read to us every night. We were a big book family, and Peter Rabbit was always there. But Tiggy Winkle was one of my favourites.
So just talk about Mopsy and Cottontail, do I remember correctly? How were the characters presented on the screenplay? Did you realise it was going to be such a fun, like jumping up and down kind of environment? Or was it the kind of lonely voice recording that is usually the case in animation?
Well, the script was brilliant, and I mean, one of the beautiful things about working with Will is that he writes so well, but he's also so open and spontaneous when you're working with him. So you have the sort of bones of the script, but then we threw a lot of things out, and we kept really great little gems that would pop out when we were being, improvising. But Daisy and I worked together in the beginning. We had 2 sessions together. They were our very first 2 sessions. And neither of us knew really what we were doing. And I was so grateful, actually, to have you next to me. And so we could sort of suss out, I guess, in a way, when you're coming at playing rabbits, like what's required of you as an actor. Because it's really physical and really, you have to commit.
Yeah.
Lots of breath.
breathing.
Yeah. Because they're sort of running all the time. They're never still.
Yeah.
And they're so cute. I mean, it's just they're just so incredibly cute. Were you able also to improvise a little bit, of the? I saw that with Margot's voice as well. Kind of making different voices, interpreting it, changing when it was like, technically the narrator versus the characters. How was that? Was it a bit of fun playing?
Well, I think Margot had the hardest because she did do 2. I mean, James obviously had so much to do, and then Margot had the 2 voices. Will just kept telling me to go low. He'd be like, "Remember your cottontail, it's low."
Yeah, and
like,
I had to be higher. Yeah.
Which is what.
And when did you get to see it in full form, and how was the feeling? Because I just think they're so cute.
I saw it in a cinema in LA. At a press screening, I sort of snuck in and sat at the back. And actually, there were lots and lots of kids. Lots of the journalists had brought their kids. And it was so beautiful to hear them laugh. And they really, really were howling too. There was peals of laughter. And it was definitely the best experience I've ever had as an actor of watching any of my work for the first time, because
I also think, watching yourself as a live action thing is always like uncomfortable. So watching something where you can't really see yourself is so nice anyway, because you can actually enjoy what you're seeing. I think I watched it like a month ago with my friends and family, and they were like, "Oh my God, there were bits that looked so like you." I was like, "Yeah, I know, it's awesome."
Yeah, it's so cute. And it's the kind of film that you can sneak in a cinema. I mean, I don't know if you girls can sneak in a cinema unnoticed, but kind of, just detach and just watch a film, isn't it?
Very nice. Very nice to be able to.
Why do you think those animation films are so popular? I mean, technically, they make so much box office, and then people around the world love to watch them and, bring their children and all these things. What kind of atmosphere do you feel there is in cinemas?
I think there's probably a more expectation of fun, maybe, with animated films. But I also think there's the detachment, because you're not, with this, obviously there's humans, but it's easier to sort of get swept up in something where you're not recognising people.
I think that people expect a lot of animation these days. I think we're really spoiled in over the years when you think of like really wonderful animated films, things like Toy Story, for instance, or
Dumbo.
Yeah, I mean Disney and and then just kids' movies are so well made these days, and so people expect a lot. They expect it to be funny for children, funny for parents, charming, have like a beautiful message. I'm happy to say that I think our film does all those things.
I do too.
Yeah. Well, first, there was the music that completed the narrative in a very tongue-in-cheek way, which was really nice. But there's this whole homage to, the beauty of nature and the preservation of nature. Can we talk a little bit about the themes in the film about that?
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about it like that. But yeah, it's basically trying to keep a pocket of a country how B wants it. And not having sort of regimented ideals of what a garden should be or what animals mean and what humans mean to animals and vice versa. So it's pretty beautiful.
I also think that there's a really beautiful message about sort of boundaries and otherness, you know, us and them. And then that sort of very simple but powerful message of, you know, if you break the wall down and love each other and see the flaws and the differences and be compassionate, then life's great, you know. And I think that's a really important message for kids.
And it's so cute to have, you know, bunnies jumping up and down in your country house, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's because I don't have one. When did you guys get to, you know, meet each other as an ensemble, basically?
I have never met Margot Robbie. I met Rosebone once at a party. I did a press junket with Donal.
Who's hilarious in the film.
He's brilliant.
So good.
So we actually haven't all... You guys did in LA. I wasn't able to make it. There was unity there, and I was like, oh, look at the family getting along. And I'm here away from them.
We missed you there.
In Pinewood Studios every day of my life.
Yeah.
Working my tush off.
Yeah. But yeah, that was quite nice, seeing everyone together there.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Would you girls say that you are city girls or country girls, and why?
I would say that I'm a city girl at heart and I sort of need that buzz, but that I love to escape into the country. And my parents actually live on a farm now and in Australia, and when I can, I just run to it. Well, I fly on a plane to it, but it's so important. I think nature can reset your mind and your body and your soul in such a important way. Sometimes when you just take your shoes off and you put your feet on grass or the ocean or whatever, I feel like that can just completely reset your whole soul. So,
any bunny rabbits?
You didn't have any bunny rabbits? No. And they don't have any on the farm. Oh, but there are rabbits there.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the farm.
And spiders.
Oh, nice.
And there are spiders. Yes, because it's Australia and everything can kill you except the bunnies.
Except the bunnies.
Daisy, country or city?
Same sort of thing. My parents, we grew up in London, like properly in London. But I went to boarding school in the countryside. And now I think I can see myself moving to the countryside and having moments in London. To do the theatre and the culture and, you know, all of that stuff while having the calm of countryside.
The best of both worlds method. That's good. And when you were growing up, the animation films and books that kind of stayed with you?
I was a big Roald Dahl fan.
Oh, yeah.
So we've both found out that Matilda was such a gem of a film. And actually, when I saw this film for the first time, I said to Rose, I think you're this new generation's Miss Honey.
Oh.
Because Miss Honey was such, for me when I was a young girl, she was everything I wanted to be. She was so smart and beautiful and compassionate. I feel like
So
that's Rose
compassionate.
in this
And
film.
so cute with those big glasses.
Yes, she was such a little
Another one for me was Dick King-Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Did Sophie's Adventures and Sophie's... I remember for my birthday, my sisters getting me, as children get each other, when Mum gets it and you sign the card, Sophie's Further Adventures. It was a little city girl that went and learned how to ride a horse. Beautiful.
Enid Blyton too. Did you ever do Enid Blyton?
Not so much.
I was big on like Fantastic Five and...
Oh, really?
Yeah. Trixie Belden, which is really old school.
Huh.
60s, about this chick who just has this magical life and rides horses around.
Wow. And we were like Pippi Longstocking and... Yeah.